This is absolutely terrifying. We're on the outside. It's really scary. Scary stuff. Don't think this will lead anywhere. No. So let's continue. Well, we can't go in here. But we came from here, so we must be able to go around here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so this is where we came from. What's in here? Can we pass through? No. There's nothing here. So these were probably your quarters. Again, I'll put up a map of this section of the ship. It's getting quite cramped. I think we've come to the end of what's been made available in the model. But let's carry on. Let's see what else we can find. So yeah, this is the cargo hatch, the hatchway. It certainly goes on. There's at least another level up there, so possibly we can explore that area as well. Let's see what's down here first. So there are more stairs right here. This is closed off. It's closed off as well. It's actually quite crazy how you can see that the ship is tilting forward. The entire forward section of the bow part of the wreck is angled forwards, and you can actually see that pretty well. You know, I'm perhaps it's difficult to see in VR, but for me it's quite obvious that it's you know, it's not like that. It's actually like so. Did I just hit my microphone? I may have. Sorry about that. So yeah, these stairs, we saw them when we were down there, I think. So let's carry on. What's here? I think that this metal, it looks metal, doesn't it? This metal barrier right here is probably part of the watertight infrastructure of the ship. I think that's meant to be a watertight bulkhead. This is a very wide staircase. We are probably going to go into the third class open area right now. No. Then it must be one deck above this, because there is a third class open area which is quite big, right underneath the forward well deck. Yeah, it's going to be one deck above. It's going to be up there. Wow. So it actually, I was saying it probably end here, but it seems like there is a lot of area still to. Okay, hang on. I can't go past here. You can see my claws are. There is an invisible barrier right here. That's a shame. I was curious to see what was behind there, but oh well. Is this? Yeah. Yeah, this is closed off as well. That's a shame. I think this is third class space, all of this. Yeah, this is closed off. Yeah, there we go. I think this is a third class boarding gangway. Gangway? Is that the right word? The doors in the side of the ship. Yeah, so let's go this way. You see the spooky light of our submarine entering the room. So this is the number 2 hatchway, I think, which means that behind this there will be another hatchway, which quite possibly we can get to. And you know, we're going to go down that corridor right in a bit, but I want to see what's in here. Nothing much, I think. Just a submarine, yeah. Yeah, so let's go down that corridor first and then up here, because this is going to be quite an open area. It looks like, you know, I was going to say, it looks, from here, it looks like there is like it's open deck, but there is definitely a ceiling there. Right. This may well be closed off, but let's see if there's anything here. No, hang on. Yeah, so that's hatchway number 2. This is... Sorry, this is hatchway number 2. That's hatchway number 3, I think. The plans will tell me if I'm right. Right. There really is a surprising amount of detail in this model. So yeah, this should lead to the third class open area. But is this going to end in a... No, hang on. We can go down there. Nothing to the right. Let's see if... Because I don't think I've been here before. You're going back downstairs. Yeah, no, look. This is all closed off. I don't think we've been here before. Unless there is a passageway here. No, look. This is all new territory. So I don't think we've been to the bottom of this cargo area before. Let's go down there before moving further up in the wreck. I'm very glad that, you know, I'm exploring the inside of the ship, because the outside is very scary. This is not very scary, it's just a bit eerie. It's actually, you know, I don't want to sound melodramatic, but whenever I think of Titanic and the wreckage, you know, it's quite a it's quite difficult to imagine that, you know, we know movies, we've seen pictures, we've seen images, we've seen videos of the wreckage, but it's when you think about, you know, the wreck actually being there, you know, as I'm speaking right now, the wreck is just sitting down there, completely engulfed in darkness, just in complete silence, just being there, you know, it's a very spooky thought that massive sort of iconic wreck is just silently sitting there with, you know, it's going to deteriorate. It's not going to be raised. There's no point in trying to bring it up, because it's so brittle by now that, you know, you can't even attempt to raise it, because it will fall apart as you're trying to do so. So it's just going to be sitting there for hundreds and hundreds and possibly thousands of years. You know, the iron will deteriorate quite quickly, but the brass parts, you know, propellers, engines, stuff like that, you know, that's going to be there for a very long time, and it's just sitting there. You know, the moment a submarine that's been investigating the wreck moves away, you know, goes back to the surface, and the wreck is back in darkness, it's quite easy to imagine it just disappearing, it not being there anymore, but it still is there, just in complete darkness. The submarines may have gone, the spotlights may have gone, but it's still there. I don't know, that may sound like a very silly thought, but, you know, that's always been quite a spooky thought to me. I'll stop babbling on now. Yeah, I think we've been here before. This is going to go to number... Yeah, this is the mailroom where we originally came in. So are there stairs here as well then? Did we just miss a set of stairs? Or do they not go down all the way? I don't think they do. Now, we haven't missed them. We haven't missed them. Let's go back up. So we don't have to take the same route. We can just use this right here as an elevator. And I think... Do we need to go up one more level? Yeah, there we go. So this is where we were before we carried on down below. So now we are going to take these stairs up to the third class open area. What's that? That just a random bit of... Oh, it looked like something important. Oh well. Look at this. Yeah, you can see this is a large open area. And I think this would lead up to the well deck. But the doors are closed. So we can't get up to the well deck from here. There are some fireworks going off outside. I've got my window open and I was genuinely spooked for a bit there as I heard that sound. It sounded like groaning. Like some part of the ship was groaning. That was a bit silly of me. I was genuinely... I was a bit afraid just then. Right. So this part is not opened up to the outside, I think. This is completely enclosed. The whole plating is still intact. Right below here is the opening where our light is shining through. Although, how come this bit is illuminated? Or is that just... Oh, that's just the game engine being weird. Right. So this right here is the opening of the hatchway. This is where the... this is where the well deck is. If I were to go up here, then... Ooh, you can just see the mast. You see that? The bit where the rope is hanging from. Well, it's probably a steel cable. All rope will have deteriorated by now. So yeah, this was all third class passenger space. There is not much here. Although, look at this. Teacup. It's not a teacup, it looks more like a tankard of sorts. You can't actually pick it up, sadly. There should be another set of stairs right here. Going down. Or is it just on that side? Possibly. Yeah, these are probably going to... This is mirrored. The other side has stairs as well going up to the well deck. Yeah, there are stairs going down on that side, but not on this side. So this is probably going to be closed off as well, but let's just take a look. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, this is very scary. This is the well deck. I'm just going to go back to our submarine, leave our rover where it is, and go up. Shed some light on the well deck. There should be nothing above me right now.